code name is REX 84. This vast police operation is to detain and deport illegal immigrants.
They're doing it.
Did you notice on television this week where the police and immigration officials in California did a sweep on some manufacturing plants and put all Mexicans under arrest in the plant and made them produce ID. Those that did not produce ID that they considered sufficient, they took them away. You never want, they don't have any jail. Jail's already overcrowded. Where you think they took them to school? Those in California went to one of the California detention camps. I'm going to tell you why they're doing it all in a minute. Be patient. They use the media to get your sympathy by saying these people are taking your jobs. The minority gets your sympathy through the white-controlled one-world government press by telling you they are taking your jobs. Remember, we are here illegally. They captured us and brought us here. We've never been citizens. They have a voting rights bill amendment for you, and they have to vote on it every so often for you to be able to vote. You know you're not a citizen. They call you second-class citizens. You're either a citizen or you are not. You better listen. Oh, my people. Our great, good, and terrible black God Yahweh says, wake up and arise and hear the words of Yahweh and live. Rex 84 has another, even more closely guarded and carefully orchestrated secret objective: to apply the so-called CNC. How many know what CNC means? It means capture and custody. To apply the so-called CNC capture and custody measures against political opponents. That means anybody that's a politician that talks against the Republican or Democratic Party is going to be rounded up. All resistors, tax resistors, army resistors, will be rounded up. All outspoken critics of America, whom the white minority considers dangerous, will be picked up. They're starting to do it. Anybody he just thinks in his mind is dangerous to his rulership, he's going to pick up. I'm on a mission waking up my people, and this is the acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh. Perhaps this law that I'm bringing out to you now will tell you why this is the year, and it got to be the year. With what's coming down after the election, you'll see all this going down.
We waited.
See, all dark-skinned people are dangerous to white rulership. How many understand that? If your skin is dark, white folk consider you dangerous. They have been playing with it in Miami. Part of this, the practice is called sweep. Sweep law. I mean, they just come out into the neighborhood and just take all black folk on the corners and on the streets to jail. They don't care whether you're a law. They have done it in Miami, and they have taken lawyers, teachers, doctors, everybody, whoever's out on the street caught, you go to jail. And you got to prove you're not a wanted criminal. How many know about that here? They have pulled it off several times this past year in Miami. They have laws that they're practicing in many cities of America called stop, frisk, search, don't need a reason. You look suspicious. You better wake up. This is no laughing matter. At present, the 4 principal civilian concentration camps to be established under the Rex 84 program, get this down, are to be located at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, Fort Drum, New York, Fort Indian Gap, Pennsylvania, and at Camp A.P. Hill in Virginia. Each one of these camps is being laid out to hold 25,000 civilian prisoners under the guard of American troops. Not even under the guard of police officers. We must wake up now and remember that over half of America's military is black. That means that they will use the blacks in the military only so long as they remain dead. And the blacks in the military will be happy to go help round up Mexicans. They'll be happy to go help round up Japanese. The blacks will be happy to go help round up Hispanics. And when the white man has eliminated all the ethnic groups, then he will call the blacks in one by one across the country and take their weapons under a pretext of cleaning them and making a new issue and put all of them in the last camp. And they will call in all police officers and do the same that are black on the force. It's in the memos. We've gotten this information from the Freedom of Information Act, but not what I'm giving you tonight. This you can't get under no kind of act. What I'm giving you tonight, you can't get under no act. It is time for you to wake up, my people. The minority white people can only pull this off if you remain ignorant. If you remain ignorant, you better fly to Yahweh. Additional emergency custodial facilities are being rented at Oakdale, California, at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California, at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California, at Fort McCoy in Wisconsin, at Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Huachuca, Arizona, and finally at the Southern Justice Department Detention and Interrogation Center, known as Camp Chrome, near Miami. A major national task force of federal intelligence and law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, the CIA, U.S. Marshals, the Immigration and Naturalization Service, Customs, the Coast Guard, etc., 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 will join with local and state police in massive roundups to haul in lists of suspects who will fill these improvised stockades. Your only hope is Yahweh. The first roundup, which is your signal, and the publicly announced one, is of illegal aliens and refugees. Remember how they did the Haitians here? You're all on the list, every one of you. But under the secret provisions of Rex 84, there will be also broad arrests of security suspects.
Pretty sure that's happening
who can
now.
be held in these centers under this emergency order, whether they are U.S. citizens or not. That means the white man is in trouble too.
Uh-oh. Better fly to Yahweh.
All white people who speak out against the way this government has turned from the Constitution is on the list. The white man is now a definite minority in America. This is the reason he's taking these moves, is because he is a definite minority He has turned psychologically around, he's turned things around psychologically and has out dumb people calling themselves a minority. Now let me give you the facts. There's 200 million people in America according to the white man. 50 million of them are you and me, the so-called black man of America. That's 25%. 100 million are dark-skinned people. And 25 million are white. And there are 10 black people for every one white person on the planet Earth. This knowledge he does not want you, my people, to have. What I have just said to you, he doesn't want you to have. The dark-skinned people are the majority in America.